Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us, we'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos and Johnny, and I'm Lafayette on this wonderful Friday. Remember, tell your friends. That's all I got for you right now. Just tell them to stop what you're doing, pause it, and be like, I'm listening to this great thing. It's giving me all this crazy information I need in life. You should listen to. Then pass it on to your friends. As I said this before, if you can't afford gifts for your friends, just make a little coupon on your computer, print it out, tell them to listen to Nerds Talking. That's a great gift. What would you do if you received that as a gift, Johnny? You'd be like, hey, sorry, man. I know we're best friends and all, and I'm buying some pretty cool stuff throughout the years, but I've got a little low on cash, man. It's a coupon for Nerds Talking, the podcast.
I'll tell you what, if you gave it to me, I would be a little offended.
Yeah, you're on the show.
Because you're on the show. Yeah.
What if someone like went up to you? Hey, listen, I don't have much money, but listen. Joe Rogan's not that bad, okay? Here, listen to this.
Now, what would you do if someone came up to you and be like, have you heard that Nerds Talking?
Mhm.
That fucking shit's so stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. I swear to God, between the three of them, the four of them, the five of them, they all like read at a fifth grade level. What would you say to that?
Yeah,
you're right.
Selfie with them maybe, and be like, man, you got me. You want to see my ding ding? just because it seems like it's part of the course, as they say.
Yeah, what if they didn't know you were on the show though when they said this?
Yeah,
to
that's
you?
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No, they wouldn't know, but I would. Thanks for being a fan. They must have listened. They must listen to the show. They would have been
I'd probably be like, yeah, but you know that guy, Carlos sounds pretty intelligent, right? And see what they say.
I would,
Like,
yeah,
no,
I would
man,
love to hear that.
he's the worst.
Yeah, he's the worst. What do you think about Johnny?
So dumb. He thinks there's a ride called Witch Mountain and a movie called Space Mountain.
That is pretty dumb.
Yeah,
You're so stupid.
yeah.
Put that in the comments, people. Leave us a comment on Apple. I love the show, Carlos, though. Durr. And then we'll get it. We'll understand it. So welcome to the show. As seems like it might just be us three for the time being. And if that's the case, well, Johnny, what is your favorite donut you like to eat?
I'm old fashioned, man. I'm an old fashioned guy. I like the traditional glaze.
Okay. No foo-foo donuts like they have these days.
I mean, every once in a while I'll do the apple fritter, but sometimes it gets too much. Like Voodoo Donuts. I've been to a couple of those.
Never been.
They're a little much. They're like a showpiece instead of a donut,
Yeah. That's how a lot of donut shops
Like
in LA are
donut
now.
bar.
There's the donut bar, which is like Voodoo Donuts, pretty much. Yeah. There's Sidecar Donuts, is really popular in LA. They don't do crazy stuff. They just they make their donuts out of cake instead. Yeah, they do theirs totally different.
So it's a baked donut instead of a fried donut.
Yeah, it's good.
That's not a donut then. It's a cake. It's a cupcake.
No, it's a donut. It's cut like a donut and everything. It's a donut.
That's not a donut.
How do you make there's dough involved and it's a circle, right? Yeah, no.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let's get.
Yeah.
So that means you can put any piece of dough in a circle and go, look,
Yeah.
we got a donut.
Yeah, I think if it looks like a donut, it's a donut. That's what makes it a donut. It's in the name. Dough and the nut, like a lug nut, donut.
Oh, that's what you're going with? The nut is like a lug nut?
Don't you know that's how they came up with donuts?
Yeah, I didn't see that in the
Bullshit.
documentary.
It looked like a lug
so
nut.
shut the hell up.
Bullshit.
It is.
Bullshit.
You guys ever seen American Pie? What do you try to do with the pie?
Yeah.
There you go. You do that with a donut.
What does that have to do with a lug nut, you dumbass?
Screw, lug nut.
Oh my God.
It all works out in the end. Durr.
No kids, but you got your dad jokes on full effect. What about you? What's your favorite donut?
You're waiting for that card in the mail.
Oh man, old fashioned glaze is my favorite. Has to be an old fashioned because you can break the edges off and eat them like donut holes.
Yeah.
That's why I like an old fashioned donut, and they're always crunchy. No matter where you get an old fashioned, they're a little crunchy, which is great.
They have that little extra sugar on the sides that makes it crunchy.
Yeah, they're good. I like old. Yeah, that's always my go-to. I don't do, the fruity pebbles on top and all that because that's just the glazed donut, just with type of cereal topping on it. You know what I mean? They just use the white glaze, like the whatever.
They just adjust the topping and then
that's it. It's all it really is. They're not really fancy as much as they're just like we just dipped a donut in a white glaze and we threw a bunch of cookie crisp on top. Oh, it's a cookie donut. It's like, no, it's not a cookie donut. If you put actual cookie bits in the dough, I'd be impressed. But you're just some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Dog. That's right.
Carlos, favorite donut.
If I had to choose one, I'd go with like Lafayette, the old-fashioned glazed, because to me it feels like it's a bonus donut. You break off those 3 little edges, and then you still have a little bit of donut.
Got your little baby donut,
little mini donut, little baby donut.
I take my little baby donut home, and I would give it to milk, and I take care of it for a couple of days. And I'm like, hey, baby donut, once you go some more limbs, so I can break them off, eat some more. But baby donut don't go no more limbs, so I just eat the baby donut. So
if I couldn't get one of those, it'd be a maple bar. I like a maple bar.
Oh, or the glazed twist, because you can do the same thing, kind of pick it apart. And make But donut holes, always the go-to. Just give me some donut holes, and I'm sorry.
Oh, my favorite donut holes are the what do you call it? Timbits?
I don't know what. Timmy Horton.
Timbits.
Timmy Horton. You know what?
Timbits.
Randy's Donuts. Which you guys know what Randy's Donuts is, right?
That's from the movie. Yes, the only way I know of it.
From Iron Man.
Iron Man.
2 or 3. I don't know which one it is. They're all over LA though. Randy's Donuts. They like exploded in the area, and
they don't all have the giant donut, do that on top?
No, just the one. Just the one. They make their donut holes. They're massive. They can probably like one can fit like in the palm of your hand.
Like a baseball size
donut.
Baseball. I would say it's more like it's like a little bigger than a golf ball, like almost like a golf ball and a half. It's pretty good size, but they're super soft. So they're like, they're fantastic. Randy's Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, I don't go to. I don't care for Dunkin' Donuts.
In LA, have you been, or closer to Anaheim, have you been to M&M Donuts?
No.
That by
They
the
have
M&M
a
company,
blueberry
is that right?
donut. Yeah, it's pretty tasty, and it's, from what I remember, they're kind of rude. They're kind of like the soup Nazi. So like,
oh, okay.
You go up to the window and like, hey, you have blueberries? Yeah, how many? A dozen, please. That it? I'm like, damn, bitch is mean, but I took it. I didn't let my pride get in the way of my donuts.
I went to DK Donuts.
Where?
Santa Monica. DK.
What do you think of DK? Did you try the cronut there?
I did try the cronut. Pretty good.
Oh, DK donut. Yes,
and it's very small. The place itself is very small. They have like 100 donuts to choose from, but like is what we said earlier, it's just a glazed donut dipped in chocolate with here's a bunch of Captain Crunch on top, and we call it the Crunch Donut.
Now, did they have like donut hours, or did they have like regular?
No, they're 24/7.
Oh, damn.
Nonstop donuts, sandwiches, coffee, but it's 90% donuts, but they're good. They're no different than your standard Cambodian donut shop. You don't know. They're all Cambodians.
95%.
So that takes us to our first topic, boys. We're going to talk about a little bit of Donut King on the Hulu, huh? How you like that, Chris? If you watch Family Guy, you get it. It's the old man. It's always trying to molest Chris. And
oh yeah.
Donut King.
I didn't
on
get
Hulu.
it. I thought you were doing Tally for a second.
Oh no, that's Tally, man. I want to get high.
That sounds just like the same fucking thing.
Donut King on Hulu is a fascinating documentary story. It is. First of all, did you guys find it very entertaining? Because I did.
No.
You didn't find it entertaining?
No, because when they started talking about, I should find his name. I can't remember the guy's name. Uncle Ted, wasn't it? It was Ted, right?
It is. It's Uncle Ted. Yeah.
Uncle Ted. So Uncle Ted. Um, after they told her, after they got into his story and how he got the donut shops, and all of a sudden they're like, he has like 50 donut shops, and they're still talking about him. I'm like, all right, I get it. He's got a shitload of donut shops. Where's this going? I kind of got bored at that point.
But when you found out where it
again.
went, though, you were like,
Well, I got more into it when they started giving me the history of Cambodia. I had no idea all this stuff was going on in Cambodia. Like Pol Pot. No, I knew who he was, but I didn't know what he had done. But then after the little sad ending, that's when it was like, oh, this idiot. Yeah, so it picked up after that too. I'm like, oh, this clown. But kind of in the middle, it kind of dragged for me. I'm like, okay, how much more do you want to tell me that he has donut shops? I get it. He got donut shops.
Well, I don't know. I thought that was the meat of the documentary, just because it was establishing the other people involved, the people that he had helped, and all the people that he brought over from Cambodia and set up with businesses and whatnot. I thought that was pretty interesting, because that middle part where they were establishing his empire, they were also, introducing those people, some of them were related and whatnot. And it all came back around in the end.
Well, one thing I found fascinating in the first half, I guess, first 30 minutes, is the history of the pink box. I thought for sure the pink box was because, hey, let's do something to get people's attention. Let's use a pink box instead of white box.
Well, it was,
but it was just because they were cheaper.
It was because they were cheaper by 10 to 12 cents. That was the reason he did it, because he said pink boxes were cheaper.
And then Winchell's went with them. Like, cool, we're going to use pink boxes. So
that's when it also turned into Uncle Ted also saying, and it's different, But at first it was about the money.
But the main reason was the cost.
Yeah,
it was just cost, cheaper.
Cheaper to get pink box. But the part that you were talking about that drags, I was the same as you. I was like, all right, you met the presidents. This guy, he's doing great. Where's this going at this? At first, I thought, how much longer? It seems like everything's pretty good. I should go see his donut shops. Like,
yeah, right.
And then I thought, because they bring up DK at the beginning of the movie with that lady's daughter that's like running it, whatever, social media and all that. And I thought, so that must be his shop. He's the donut king. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I want to hear his story. Yeah. So if you guys watch The Donut King on Hulu, it's basically about a Cambodian refugee that escapes Cambodia during, was it a civil war?
It was a takeover, man.
Or was it just a dictatorship, basically?
Yeah,
by the military.
Pol Pot took over.
Good old Pol Pot.
Yeah.
And basically turned Cambodia into basically working slaves. Everybody in the country is a working slave. It was wild how he just got them all.
He cleaned out the city for like no reason.
What was
an empty city?
What was messed up was how when he took over, everybody celebrated. Like, yeah, he's gonna be much better now. Then he gathered everybody up, get in the buses. We're taking everyone. I mean, everyone's gonna go work in the fields, and you are gonna be the economy for the country. And blah blah. I'm like, whoa, okay. So then he escapes with his family. No, actually, it was just him, his wife, and his kids, right?
Yeah.
And that escapes, but he ends up coming to the U.S., so on and so forth, and it's a great story because he goes from working at a church, being a janitor, to working at a gas station, to going to a 24-hour donut shop, loving donuts so much, wondering how he could open his own donut shop, but he finds out the real secret. And the secret is...
Well, Winchell's taught him how to make donuts.
Yeah, remember the lady he asked at the donut shop, if I save $3,000, can I open my own donut shop? And her answer was, why would you do that? Go to Winchell's and learn everything first. Then open your own donut shop. He was like, oh, snap. So
everything happened quickly too, because 6 months after getting to the US is when he got his
Winchell's,
his keys to the first Winchell's.
Yeah, he basically opened up was it 50 some donut shops?
It was in the 70s.
70s, yeah. And he would just franchise them out more or less to all the Cambodians that came over.
Yeah, Christie's Donuts.
And he would train everybody, all the family members, cousins, everyone to have their own donut shops, and he would just collect monthly from them a fee, like a franchise fee. And the guy was just raking in an average of $100,000 a month without lifting a finger. Take home, yeah, after tax. Exactly.
Genius, man. Genius.
He had a estimated worth of $20 million, lived in Newport Beach.
House.
Like, I mean,
And this was back in the 80s,
Yeah.
where 100 grand a month. I mean, 100 grand a month is a lot now.
Is a
Just
lot,
imagine
but
back
in the
then.
80s. Yeah. And this a huge home on the water with a boat and swimming pools and like it's a rich guy. I mean, living it up. And when he was in that house in the documentary, did you guys get the vibe it wasn't his house anymore? Because I knew right away.
Well, I saw the trailer, so when he was like, "Yeah, everything gone. Believe me, everything gone." So like when he's in this big ass house, those are just
Oh, that was in the
memories.
trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew when I was watching it because I was like, "There's nothing in this house." Oh, he lost everything. I knew.
Yeah,
I was like,
little
"Oh shit, he
bear.
lost everything."
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. I want to know how he lost it and how did he lose it? How did he lose his fortune?
Found himself a little place called Las Vegas.
That's right, Las Vegas, where all dreams are shattered. It was wild, man. His Vegas story was wild. He was addicted to gambling to the point where he'd sneak off on the weekends
And hide behind the slot machines when his family would come find him.
or his son would try to get him and go into the casinos, or he'd have his son go with him and drop him off and tell him I'll be back. And he thought because casinos were comping him rooms and all this, like, I'm living it up. They love me. Yeah, of course they love you. You're dropping probably $100K every time you show up like an idiot.
Yeah. They comped him 20 Tyson tickets for the Evander.
That's right. I mean, it was kind of sad because he couldn't see it. He thought they were treating him like, oh, you're royalty here in Vegas. When really they knew he was going to blow all his money, and he blew it all. I mean, to the point where he sold all the donut shops to the Cambodian families outright. And the one that he sold last, that was such a sad story.
That was a real sad story.
Yeah, the dirty cops. Dirty cops.
You know what? Because my wife had asked me if she thought it was the cops, and I was like, it could have been them. It could have also been the tow truck company. It could be the people that repossessed the car. Could have been anybody.
Well, it happened when they were there at the station when they said, "Hey, where's those bag?" So it was definitely two options. The guy that towed it, because the car was stolen, so they're gonna just give it back to the whoever. Well, was it stolen?
No, it wasn't stolen. He hadn't paid.
It was repoed, but they
well, it was impounded.
They reported it as stolen.
Yeah,
right.
so like
it wasn't impounded when they got pulled over.
Yeah, so there's options of who stole the money. Was the police?
Stand up for your boys.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. It
Those
was the
highway
police.
Guys.
It was the tow truck
highway
driver.
guys either.
And my guess is that it was the people at the impound lot.
Yeah, they probably went through it
because they go through the car and they're like,
I know
oh,
a guy
shit.
who runs his own impound lot, and they go through the car. They just clean it out.
Yeah, they keep whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
So definitely, it's whoever has it at the impound lot.
Yeah. When they called and said, "Hey, do you have my 85 grand?" Nope, it was never there.
What bag?
Like, what can you do?
But that was pathetic. The fact that they had to sell the last shop to even have money. Period. They had no money. He blew through $20 million.
Yeah.
Well, it's the other sad part too is not every shop. He didn't sell every shop. Sometimes he had to give the shop away
because he couldn't pay back their loan.
Right. He had asked for money. He said, if I don't pay you in 30 days, you get to keep the shop.
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yes, I will give you money.
I'm telling you, but even though his ass went broke, so much good came out of his dumb ass. All the families that did have shops that were actually successful.
And families he sponsored. Yeah.
And his cousin that started his own distribution company with those pink boxes.
Right.
With Uncle Ted's brother or some shit. Or Uncle Ted's cousin or nephew, whatever it was. I mean, I thought to myself, why doesn't this guy come back and open up a donut shop? Why when you went broke did you run off to Cambodia? You should have tried again, at least with just one shop.
Well, he's too old to actually work it himself. So
not at this point. I'm talking about before he decided I'm going to go back to Cambodia. I'm going to move because I've lost everything. That's kind of like my refuge. Oh, I'm going to go back there. I'm like,
bet with whatever little money he had left, he was a baller in Cambodia.
They make a stretch, yeah.
Yeah, who knows how much.
It's like Marie who said, "Oh, the American dollar goes a long way in Thailand, so you can open up farms and an elephant."
No, it was
with a dollar.
Yeah,
with their $35,000 retirement fund.
It's like on Euro trip when like they tip him a nickel and he fucking opens up his own hotel.
Yeah, so I would definitely recommend watching Donut King on Hulu. It's just a fascinating story of somebody that really came from nothing, a refugee that, I mean, did great for himself, but he fell for the pit traps of America's glamour and lights, Las Vegas.
What's funny is how he thought the pit bosses were his friends.
Oh yeah, that's
He
what I
knew him
mean.
by name.
That's the sad part, man. That's Vegas is the fact. I've worked there like 3 or 4 times already this year, and gambling, I just don't. I can't. I'll $20 like the most, and I always win, but $20, I can't. I can't gamble, man. That's just not something I want to do.
Now,
It's like,
did the movie or did the documentary make you cry? Did you feel bad at any time?
oh, I didn't feel bad for him at all. No. I felt he's a dumbass. I felt like till this day he could have been retired with millions of dollars, still living in Newport Beach, relaxing. His family would be taken care of.
Well, imagine if he had that house now and he tried to sell it. Man.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
So-
he
That was a
bought it for
$2 million house.
$2 million then. It's gotta
Oh,
be
he'd easily
20
sell
now.
for.
Yeah.
I would say he could sell probably for 10 to 12.
Oh yeah, right on the water with its own
Yeah,
dock,
but
and
it's just crazy, man. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. That he just fucking, and that he wouldn't tell his family anything. Like they didn't know shit. And when he did get caught, it turned into, excuse after excuse. And he of course he has to lie about it. What's he gonna say?
his wife stuck around until he finally cheated on her.
Yeah, I mean he he went to the limit. I lost everything. What do
This
you
guy
want?
knows
from
how to
me?
push the envelope, man.
But I could shoot a basketball, and that's all that
Oh,
matters.
Look, we're gonna
And
shoot a
they-
documentary. Little kids, act like this guy. Like this guy's nice. So play with this guy. Old man, play with old man.
Uncle Ted.
It makes me feel like I should make a trip to Cambodia, show him my skills. 'Cause I could beat Uncle Ted any day of the week.
Call him out. Go to the
Yeah.
go to the blacktop.
Oh yeah, just any blacktop in Cambodia. Uncle Ted, get your ass on the court.
Using and one moves, breaking
Uh-huh.
hips, like breaking
Right.
ankles for real.
You never know, man. He probably has some moves you've never heard of, man.
Oh, he's in Cambodia. Probably has a
Mhm.
bodyguard that he pays for donuts. Like, I'll hire you 2 glazes.
Oh shit, that's a lot. That's like a week's worth of food in Cambodia. So-
Yeah, for me, the documentary parts of it hit pretty close to home because my dad or my parents are Vietnamese refugees, and they came here and they needed to be sponsored, and so basically starting all over again. It was pretty cool in that sense. But so I could have been a donut prince, like if my dad would have taken that route.
Mhm, mhm.
If my mom would have, like, she's really into get rich quick schemes. Yeah, but if she had found out how much donut shops make,
Oh, you would have. She would have.
oh
Should have been all over that.
We would have never
Yeah.
seen you.
oh no. But
Yeah,
at every birthday party, I'd be bringing
Just
donuts.
donuts. Every time here comes your pink box of donuts. There you go, man. I mixed them up today.
Yeah. So in that sense, the documentary was hit a little bit closer to home. Really liked it.
I did too. No, it was a good watch.
One of the things that fascinated me was about the Cambodian history was that Vietnam liberated Cambodia. This is after the Vietnam War. I'm like, wow, all right. Well, Vietnam came in and
They did.
Cambodia went back to its people.
Yeah.
That's
No.
fascinating. I
Vietnam did help
Alright.
Cambodia. It's yeah, I don't know, man. That whole thing was, Johnny's right. I find that fascinating too. The whole backstory,
Yeah.
that whole thing. Like I said, the only point it dragged was just showing him, I'm rich now. I went to Germany to get a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
when
mean,
I saw that, I'm like, come
And
on,
I get the
man.
point of
You
the
could have
story.
gotten
It
a
was-
Mercedes. You didn't
yeah,
have
I
to go
know.
to
He
Germany.
could have went
Should have went to
to
Italy, got a
probably San
Ferrari.
Diego,
Yeah.
downtown LA. Probably had a Mercedes shop. But
Talk about
that was just a
bragging rights,
show,
man.
that was a show. Look how much money I had. I was loaded, So of course that part of the story is important because it leads to the real
His
holy shit
demise.
moment. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. Would have been better if he was assassinated by another donut shop.
That's what I was waiting for. Like a rival donut shop, like somebody from Winchell's.
Yeah.
Winchell's hired somebody.
Because remember, he drove Winchell's and basically Dunkin' Donuts out of California. So
If some crazy shit like that would have happened, that would have been my favorite movie of all time. Like,
you know what
Like,
though? There'd be an
what?
upside. There would be an upside. His family would still have money.
That's
So,
true. That's
yeah.
true. Yeah.
Hmm.
They'd be living in that house.
Yeah. They probably wish he was dead.
Jesus. No, but it sounded like all the kids were still educated and they.
Oh no, the kid seemed
Seemed
fine.
like everything turned out fine.
Even the mom, I couldn't tell if the mom lived here or not. I think she probably does with the kids, but everything kind of seemed like, oh, we're fine. It's is what it is.
well, they're fine, but are they financially fine? Because obviously the money's all gone. They have
Oh,
to make
Yeah,
their
it
own
would have been
money.
nice to at the end of a lot of documentaries they'll have like little
Little info,
notes.
yeah.
Yeah,
There wasn't shit. There was just fucking Uncle Ted eating a shitload of donuts at a bunch of different shops.
Every
and
shop.
I'm sure he didn't pay for anything.
and meeting everybody.
Yeah.
he
Hey,
saw-
sorry about that.
Yeah.
50 G's.
Walks into the shop. "No, I like donut very much. Not like donut. You have a card game tonight? Excuse me. There's no card. What do you mean card game tonight? Don't play card game.
Bet you I can eat this
wink.
donut
Yeah.
faster than you can eat.
Yeah, everything's a bet. What is the really popular game at the casinos? The Asian game.
Like mahjong.
Is it mahjong? That's what it is.
Mhm.
I don't know what that game is.
Or Pai Gow poker.
Oh,
Pai
Pai
Gow.
Gow. Pai Gow. Yeah,
Pai
yeah.
Gow.
Crab McGraw. Crab.
What?
That's a fighting style.
Yeah.
No. Oh man.
Oh, that'd have been great. Oh man.
Tim
put
McGraw.
Donuts on his wrist. 10
He
rings.
had
of
10
donuts.
rings.
10 donuts.
He was Shang-Chi.
That movie was about me.
Yeah.
Well,
All
you did
right,
have
well,
a fancy jacket. I
uh,
like this jacket.
No, I mean he dressed good too, even
Yeah,
when he
he
was
did.
broke. So good job. Well, then again, it's probably cheaper fabric in Cambodia, so he did well for himself. All right,
This is
well,
true.
we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. Watch Donut King on Hulu. It's a good watch. It's fascinating. See you right after the break.
Are you a man of culture and need a podcast that reflects your refined tastes?
Do you think 1 to 4 episodes is the optimal number to tell a complete story?
Who has time to sit down for 300 episodes?
Are you a sucker for romance?
HappyHouseOfHentai.com or search for hentai in your favorite podcast service.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm with Carlos, Johnny, I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, download, turn on notifications. If you are using any platform that you can leave a comment, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear it, even if it's a comment about the show that we may not like. We just like to hear about ourselves. Oh, they don't like us, but they talked about us. That's so cool.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right. Any news is good news.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Now, the reason earlier I had asked Johnny if the documentary had made him cry or anything, because 2 weeks ago we talked about movies that made us cry. Johnny wasn't here. I'm just curious to hear what movies make Johnny shed a tear, joyous or sad.
Well, why don't you guys tell me what were your top ones? Just refresh the list.
Well, I missed two that, but I think Lafayette's top was Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump was my number one. Yeah.
Mhm.
Good old Forrest. But I told him most of my cry movies are like joyous cries, like when a sports team wins something
Yeah.
or somebody overcomes something. I'm like, yeah, you fucking did it. You can walk, you son of a bitch. I thought you'd never do it again, Lieutenant Dan. And I just movies that make you cry is a good topic. Johnny, did Donut King make you cry?
No, but you know what? After watching the Donut King and then
Mhm.
they're talking about refugees and all this stuff, I think I'm gonna call my mom and make up with her. It's been a year, over a year and a half since I talked to her, but damn it, I
You
keep
know what you
forgetting.
remind me of? You ever seen the movie Liar Liar?
I have.
Yeah, okay. That's what you're doing right now, buddy.
No, I think I am. I mean,
know what-
because she is a refugee, and
It's crazy. It's yeah. Real quick before we get into movies that make you cry, who sponsored your parents to come over to the United States of America?
his name was John something or other. He lived in Montana.
Were you named
Really?
after him? Oh, that's right. Bobby
Yeah,
keeps
yeah.
calling himself Big Sky because he's from Montana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So wait, so how did your parents know this guy? Was it just like is it one of the like people can sponsor or something? Like how did that work?
I don't know exactly how we ended up with him, but he ended up like, sponsoring our family and put my dad through college. So my dad got his degree from Montana State or University of Montana,
Yeah,
something
big
like
sky.
that.
Yeah.
And then after that, we moved to California,
Oh,
opened up a donut shop. And,
Oh, damn. I like how you absorbed the story so much. I swear that was my life.
And we lost it all.
So basically, it's like the like in the story where the pastor, he sponsored Ted.
Yeah.
And Ted lived with him. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering if somehow you guys had like a family member here, but no, just a
No, but then after we got established and whatnot, when
You
we
guys-
moved to Elk Grove,
Yeah.
we started sponsoring families.
okay.
So that was kind of cool. We gave back a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. Oh, there you go. But I don't care. What movies make you cry?
I think it kind of depends. I mean, I have a few on my list, but I think it also coincides with like really bad breakups. So like
Oh my god.
Angels in the Outfield, when he like stands up and fucking waves his arms. I remember bawling like crazy, but it just happened to also be 1995 when this
Wait.
girl broke my heart.
Wait. When they're doing the whole like waving like angels,
Yeah,
the whole
like because
thing.
how were you crying?
because what's Tony Danza, like they
Okay.
tell him that Tony Danza's got cancer, he's gonna die. And then they were like, well, aren't you gonna help him out pitching? Well, we can, it's a playoff game. And the sign, if Angels were there, he gets up and starts waving his I'm getting choked up right now. You son of a bitch. Why are you bringing this up? So maybe it was the movie. So like Tony Danza gets out there and starts pitching because he thinks there's angels helping him.
Yeah.
That got me.
Yeah, no
Another
sports
one
movies,
was,
man. Sports movies.
I Am Sam,
I Am Sam.
where Sean Penn went full retard.
Oh yes, yeah, it's a good movie.
And
That's a
Dakota
good movie.
Fanning was like amazing in it. She was just a kid, but
Yeah.
just
Trying to help him out with everything. That's right.
yeah.
That was a good movie. Yeah, I like how you use the word. We don't use that word, Johnny. Okay.
That's from Tropic Thunder. I'm just
We're woke,
quoting,
son.
quoting a
We're
movie.
woke,
I'm
bro.
just
He
quoting
went
a
full
movie.
retard.
Don't-
You're
hey,
allowed to quote. You're allowed to quote.
I was on
movies.
Tropic Thunder though.
Yeah,
You
don't
go
talk to
forward
me.
there.
Talk to Robert Downey.
No, I just let's be sensitive, insensitive. Let's be insensitive, fucking retards. All right, go ahead.
Oh Jesus! I thought you were being serious for a second.
No, never.
Those are the two that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
I cried a little bit when I saw what's that Lady Gaga Bradley Cooper movie, The Star Is Born.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
Star
Yeah,
is
that's a
Born.
good
Yeah, that
one.
made me cry. And then the music was so good in that movie.
Yeah, that one was all kinds of messed up, man.
Yeah.
All kinds. How about this is one on our list. Toy Story 2. No, Toy Story 3. Is it 3?
It's 3.
Yeah,
the furnace
3.
scene.
The furnace scene at the end when they all thought they were gonna die. They were holding hands and Woody's giving the big speech and they all thought they're gonna die. No, they made it all dramatic.
That was
See?
that was
Yeah.
rough, but I think the part of that movie that made me cry, because I did cry at that movie, was when Andy handed his toys over.
Oh yeah,
At
when
the
he actually
end.
passed them off to the little girl.
Yeah.
That was kind of
Oh.
like, yeah, Andy's not loyal
And
whatsoever.
he grew up.
Loser ass bitch.
Jesus.
I'm not talking about Andy, I'm talking about the little girl.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I thought you were talking about me for a second too. Hey.
No, you cried at a baseball movie about angels and outfields. That was weird. But Tony Danza did pitch a good game. Yeah.
Yeah.
And no angels helped him out. So, and he could not look like he could pitch. Something in movies where they get actors to play athletes and they just look awkward. And that was one of them. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Remember on this isn't a movie that made me cry, but on Major League, is that the
Yeah,
Charlie
baseball
Sheen
movie. Yep.
Mhm, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Yep.
The last like 3 pitches that he does, like I think it's the last pitch that he does where he gets like 101 miles per hour. When they go slow motion, like that pitch is going straight to that dude's head. I don't know. I've always
It was a
seen. I was
curveball,
like,
man.
I was like, oh shit, that dude's he's gonna beat him, but then like it was right in the middle strike. But yeah, I like a little authenticity in sports movies.
Yeah, I mean, a movie like that it's you know, it's supposed to be somewhat tongue in cheek, but realistic. You know, I don't know my go-to, like, let me cheer, like the tears of joy sports movie is, I mean, Rockies do it for you, right? When you watch Rocky, you're like, oh man, he's gonna lose. Like, you always think he's gonna lose. That's just because he takes a beating for 12 rounds and then he finally turns it on. And then, but like Miracle is a big one for me when I watch Miracle.
You know what?
Hockey one?
Never seen that one.
Man, if you watch Miracle, you think they're gonna lose, even though you know they don't lose. You think they're gonna lose. Same as the movie. I always forget the title. The one
Mighty
with
Ducks.
Denzel. No, Denzel. The football
He got
movie.
gassed.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans.
Oh,
Same thing with that. Even the movie. You know, what movie was pretty good? Sports movie was Marshall, or I Am Marshall. We Are Marshall, with Matthew McConaughey. About the Marshall football team that all died in a plane crash, and he had to put the whole team together.
haven't seen it. Spoiler alert. Jesus.
It's a real story.
No, that's they let you know that in the
spoiling.
previews. It's cool.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
cool.
been 20 years, so if I haven't seen it now, then
I lost everything. It's not my house. Lost everything.
see what you're doing there. Rudy was a big one for me.
Rudy's
as
a
far
good
as,
movie. No, Rudy's a good movie.
Inspiring.
You feel bad
almost-
for him. And yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good movie. Yeah, sports movies, man, they're great, man. Not many good ones these days, because Space Jam was a fucking turd fest. I don't know if you guys saw that turd fest.
I
No,
cried.
but if you want, we'll review it next week.
I cried
I just
because I
did.
wasted my time on it.
Yeah, turd fest.
Yeah.
I mean, such a bad movie. Oh my god.
So not as good as the first.
The first one just felt like a kid's movie.
Mhm.
You know, this one it doesn't feel like a kid. I don't know who this is aimed at, man. It's not aimed at kids. it's aimed at LeBron's ego or something. I don't even know. I really like it's not a good movie though.
Like recently, I don't know, movies that made me cry or just kind of well up a little bit was a scene where Spider-Man didn't want to go. He didn't want to go. And he hugs Tony.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was that was pretty harsh. Yeah.
And the scene where this was more of tears of joy, like what just happened type joy, you know.
Wait, what movie is this? So can I guess?
I'll tell you right now. Where Thanos is whooping Thor.
No, I know.
All of
what
a
you're talking
sudden,
about.
he gets hit in the back of the head with Melnor. I'm like, what just happened? And then Captain America grabs that thing. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Let me tell you, that tears came out of my eyes. Just nothing but just murder him. Like murder tears. Like one day I hope to achieve real murder tears, but that gave it to me. I was like, murder that purple motherfucker right there.
And then when
And
he
then,
says
like-
Avengers Assemble,
Yeah.
oh man,
I was super juiced.
beautiful.
And to have a whole, like, because I saw it, opening weekend, and then the week after that, and then to have a whole theater feel the same way that you do,
Just cheered too.
Oh,
Like
it was awesome.
it was the best, dude. That scene, even thinking about it, I'm like, that son of a bitch, he still's got it. You still
On
got
your-
it, Cap.
On your left.
Yeah, that's right.
Give me a second.
On your left, Cap. I will take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Movie Bomb, a podcast where my friends and I review and discuss some of the most talked about movies and TV series streaming today. It's a podcast for people who love watching streaming movies on Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, or any of the premium channels like HBO Max or Showtime. Visit our website at moviebombpodcast.com and get a list of shows, of recorded podcasts, and join us in the discussion by leaving us a comment or an email. Don't forget, join us at MovieBomb.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Johnny, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. You guys go to the gym still? You guys gym people? When you go to the gym, what's your go-to at the gym? Like what do you like to do? Weights, cardio? What's your purpose at the gym? Playing basketball?
Beach
Staring at the
muscles.
lady?
100% beach
What'd you
muscles.
You say beach muscles?
Beach
Yep.
body muscles.
What is a beach muscle? Like
What is a beach muscle?
Chest,
abs?
biceps.
shoulders.
Yep.
I think
There it
those
is.
are the three beach muscles:
Upper
chest,
body.
bicep, shoulders. Yeah, not abs so much, just chest, bicep, shoulders. That's good.
Yeah, because I think that the mentality is if you have big enough chest muscles, then it dwarfs your abs.
Kind of
So
cancels
you don't have to
everything
worry
out.
about.
Yeah, no,
you don't have
that's
to
what I
worry
mean.
about
It cancels
sit-ups.
everything out. Everyone that has like the Hulk Hogan abs, you know, the gut that sticks out.
Yeah.
You know, but they got big ass shoulders and
If your chesticles are big enough, you're good.
yeah. You don't even look at that. You're just like that dude is massive. Yeah.
No, if you think about it too, if you wear one of those tank tops or like with really skinny,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
heels, you gotta show your ab.
The
Chest,
razorback.
chest,
Yeah.
shoulders,
That's
and
true.
thighs.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of side boob with those
Yeah.
tanks.
You got that going on. And when you're at the gym, what kind of music you listen to? Because that's what we're talking about here. What is the music that pumps you up? Or listen to podcasts, listen to audiobooks? Do you watch the TVs instead that are in the gym? What is it that you listen to, and what gets you going at the
Celine
gym?
Dion.
What about her?
That's what I listen to.
Yeah, what song?
Hold your
when-
bluff, huh? You son of a bitch.
Got him. Got him.
The Titanic theme song.
The Titanic theme. So you listen to the soundtrack?
I got
when I
one.
work out, go ahead.
I got one. This is number 2 on my workout playlist.
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh wait, here we go.
Oh no.
Can't hear it. We can't hear it.
What?
I know that song. Yeah. That was crazy. So every time we work out, he performs. It's wild. So I've seen him live at the gym. I met him. So
Was he a douchebag?
yeah, total dick.
100%.
dick.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came up to me. He's like, "Your show sucks." And that guy Johnny called me retard. I swear to God, bro. I was like, "You're cool, man." So we did the
you
double
in front of
Dutch
a
rudder.
mirror for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah,
hyping
people like
yourself up.
every of the gym's like every time. He always takes a selfie with himself. It's very weird. So, but yeah, I don't know. What's your go-to style of music? But also, do you have multiple playlists?
Depends what you're working out. Like if
Really?
I'm lifting heavy,
Okay.
then it's got to be like rock or punk rock or hip hop.
Give me
But
a
if
couple of
it's-
songs.
Yeah, if you're doing like
Um,
the bench,
Like one song on my playlist. What the hell's the name of the band?
give me fuel, give me fire.
The Bodies Hit the Floor.
Oh,
that's a
the
good one.
Bodies
That's
Hit
a
the
good one.
Yeah.
Floor.
I don't have that one yet.
I don't know
Bodies
who
Hit the
does.
Floor.
I have no idea who does that.
Who does that?
I forget. It's on the tip
idea.
of my tongue. I can't remember now.
Oh, Danzig.
It wasn't Danzig. Shut the hell up.
I just pulled. Oh, it's Skid Row.
Shut up. It's not Skid Row.
Bon Jovi.
Yes, that's it. It's Bon Jovi.
All
If it's
right.
not
Let me
Bon
just-
Jovi,
let me
it's
just
Rat.
look it up.
It's
too.
Rat.
It's Rat. Is it Flock of Seagulls?
It was Maroon 5.
Ah, yes. I
It
know who does that
is
song.
Drowning Pool.
Oh man, I would have never got that one. I mean, I know of
Drowning
them,
Pool.
but
It was on
I
the
would've
tip of my
never.
tongue. I told you.
Drowning Pool. That's why I said Danzig, because the D.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
So,
But if it's something where it's just a light day where I'm just going into like just to get a quick workout, it could be anything. It could be Maroon 5. It could be R&B, but I have to be old school R&B.
You
They're
just
just
set it up
random.
on like a Pandora like playlist type of thing.
Yeah.
oh, okay. Johnny, do you have playlists, or are you also like a Pandora random?
No,
me pick
I have a
this station.
playlist. I've been listening to the same shit for years.
So is your playlist a specific kind of music, or is it just mix of everything?
It's a mix of everything. I mean, there's a lot of hip hop in there. There's some of the old school stuff, like the theme song to Karate Kid. You know, when he's in the tournament. You're
What
the
is that?
best.
Oh,
All right.
No one ever.
Yeah, that's definitely on there.
Mhm. That's a I like how
What about the Transformers song?
It's just super.
Transformers song for sure. That's
no,
on
he's
there
talking about
too.
the Transformers from the movie.
The movie
That's what he's
song.
talking.
The
You got
animation.
touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bow. You got the
Yeah.
power.
The one from the Michael Bay first one.
Oh yes, talking about Linkin Park.
Yeah, What I've Done. That's a really good one too. It takes a minute to start up, but
Yep.
Oh yeah. Any old Linkin Park is on my playlist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a couple Logic songs on my playlist too.
Oh, okay.
Flexecution, Every Day. Those are some good ones to work out too. The Bloodsport theme.
I don't know
Fight-
that one.
Fight to Survive.
Okay. How about Kenny Loggins? Any Kenny Loggins?
Let me look.
Highway
You live
to
in
the
the 80s, John.
Highway
Jesus
to the
Christ.
Thunder. What is that called? What's the
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone?
Danger
Oh,
Zone.
I gotta put that on there.
No, he's got Footloose on there is what he's got.
I don't have
Kenny
Footloose.
Loggins had like Kenny Loggins had 3, right? 3 big soundtrack songs. What's it?
Footloose, Danger Zone.
Danger Zone. Why is I was thinking he had another one that was like maybe he didn't have a Days of Thunder song. The first time I thought he did. So you're just like a whole just mix of songs you like. You're like, I'll put this on my list.
Yeah.
I'll put that on my list. Oh, okay. Good.
No, a little Bon Jovi on there. Living on a Prayer.
You have any Green Day on there?
No. What Green Day song would I put on there? A good workout song.
That is true.
American
honestly.
Idiot.
Not really a workout song.
Sure it is.
No.
The intro. Yes.
This is the intro. That's it.
No, because of the intro. It's got a hard. Yeah. Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. I can see Kid Rock on the list.
The album Rock and Roll Jesus. That's a good one.
I don't know many songs off of there, but Kid Rock for sure. But it's rock though, so I get it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
A guitar-driven song that really pounds is going to get you pumped up for sure.
With good percussion too, though. You need the drums in there. That's why I said American Idiot by Green Day.
Good point. Because my playlist only has Miami Sound Machine. Good point.
If you want good punk rock, you want AFI. That's good. Crash Love is a good one. They have good stuff on there.
Yeah, Alien Ant Farm's a good one. They got some good music to listen to.
Yeah, that's true.
I have like 10 lists.
Johnny's taking notes.
Yeah,
am.
I got like 10 playlists. Like one is just Eminem, then one is just 80s music, and then one is today's music, like today's hits, and then another one is this artist, and one's called what would you categorize bands like Imagine Dragon? They're not
adult alternative, not contemporary. Alternative, I guess.
I guess you could see alternative or even contemporary rock.
That'd be One Republic as well, would fall in that category.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. They're on that playlist. It's like One
Yeah.
Republic and Imagine Dragon and Jared Leto's band. I forgot the name of it. And,
30 Seconds to Mars.
30 Seconds
That's how
to
long
Mars.
it takes to get there.
I have a playlist of just a band called Chromeo.
Oh,
it's just them. I have a
Yes.
Bruno Mars.
So it's just
playlist.
them. It's not like them and then because if it's a Pandora thing, don't they suggest?
No,
songs
my
or something?
playlists are all through Amazon Music.
Okay.
You can just customize all your own playlists.
Hmm.
But you're right. You can do that on Amazon as well. You can play, let's say, you play one Chromeo song and it just plays similar type of music. So yeah, my thing is always like, okay, what playlist do I want today? What do I feel like listening to? Do I want to listen to every Eminem song I already know, or do I want to go to my 80s list is like 300 songs deep, and it's always some stuff that I'm like, oh, I didn't remember putting this on my list. All right, and then you jam it out to Africa.
Chameleon. Oh,
I think I have 2 of their songs on my playlist. Good point.
you do. Time won't give me time.
Oh, time won't give me time. It's a good one.
I know you have faith on there. I know you do.
I do have like a ton of George Michael on there.
You can't work out to that. You can
No,
fuck
no.
to that.
Have you seen Lafayette's? Have you seen Lafayette's physique?
You think I'm
He
working
can
out?
work out to
I can work
faith.
out to anything. Yeah, should have a whole Keith Sweat playlist. Be like,
What are you doing? Kenny G on there.
there's sweat in the fucking name, bitch.
No, I'll put all of this on my workout playlist, and
shuffle
then I'll shuffle it, and then if I'm not feeling the song, I'll just fast forward it. So like when I used to go to 24-hour, I would work out for half hour or 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'd go play basketball for about the same amount of time, and then There's some songs that you play basketball to that you don't like work out to, like Jam by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
mean, I find that hip hop music is basketball music.
Yeah.
Like, give me some Jay-Z and
Well, that you brought up Jay-Z. One surprising one that I have on my playlist that kind of gets me going whenever it comes on is Punjabi MC and Jay-Z. I don't know why. Yeah, but every time it comes on, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no, a good one is
it's a little different.
A good one is Death to Auto-Tune. That's a good one.
You want a good
Jay-Z.
album? Collision Course, Jay-Z, Linkin Park.
Okay. Yeah. 'Cause that's just like their hits at the time. They just smash them together.
Yeah. But still, you can work out to the whole thing.
Yeah. You want a good Linkin Park song? It's the one they did with Rakim. Oh my God, what is it called? Remember we saw them in concert and they did it live. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, what is it? I take it out, then I throw it away.
That's Rakim's in that one?
Yeah.
It's called
and it's a that song just like that'll get you so you probably think you're on some type of drug. Listen to that song. That's how pumped up it is. It's like, holy shit, this song is like got me going.
Yeah.
Your ultimate weightlifting song, Good Vibrations, Marky Mark.
It's because the video also he's weightlifting.
It's not CNC Sound Machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say because that dude was pretty ripped. The CNC Sound Machine. I mean, he was.
Which one is that?
Good Vibration. No, that's not good.
CNC Music Factory. CNC Music Factory.
CNC Music Factory.
Yeah, like 5 hit songs, like huge hit songs, man. They were good.
I can't remember any of them right now.
What about
Gerardo?
Gerardo with his one hit song.
Gerardo.
He had
what was his hit song?
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Yeah. It's funny because I'll be like, I'll put on my 80s list and, Hall & Oates comes on. I love listening to Hall & Oates. I was shooting hoop the other day to Billy Joel.
That make you
very
sweat.
awkward.
That's it.
I just make you sweat. Yeah, it's CNC Music Factory. No, it's just funny because I'm shooting and people on the other side, they were having a game and I'm thinking to myself, are they looking over and assume this guy's probably listening to some good music? And in my ears, I'm listening to Billy Joel. And
I feel like you would lose some street credit. Like if it was like the old school, like a Walkman or whatever, when the microphone comes out of the amp and everyone hears what you're listening to.
Everything. Yeah. And it was this song. I remember what song it was. It was a theme song to Bosom Buddies. I remember the theme song.
Oh, yeah.
My life. Man, I just 80s music because it's funny because a lot of guys that I work with or whatever are younger, so they don't know any of that music. So I'd be like, "Well, you listening to this? What's that? I've never even heard of that." It's like people that don't know movies from the 90s or 80s either. I've never even seen that. What are you talking about? You're missing out, kids. Get your 80s music game up, all right? But ultimate weightlifting song, it does have to be a song that's really pumped up. It does have to pump you up,
Hogan
man.
theme song. That one.
Oh, which I want to be or is it?
I'm a real American.
I'm a real American. That's a.
That doesn't
get you going every time.
Yeah,
man.
it doesn't make me want to lift weights. It makes me want to rip my shirt now.
Makes you want to.
Makes you want to say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brother.
Yeah. Or be secretly taped doing a porno and talking shit about Booker T. Either one. It's a
with Bubba the Love Sponges.
Yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge. It's a lot of good ones, man. There's a lot, but definitely has to be rock. Has to be freaking jamming. A lot of good songs by like.
I think it would be a Linkin Park song for me.
Linkin Park for sure.
Yeah.
What's that really big band from Seattle? They're huge. It's in
Pearl
the
Jam?
90s.
Nirvana.
Yeah, Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam has a lot of songs like that where you could just jam out to. Not Nirvana. Not Nirvana. I don't think I could work.
No, you asked for a big band out of Seattle.
Yeah, I was talking about current, even like still alive.
Foo Fighters. He's still
alive.
No,
Foo Fighters
David
got some
Grohl.
good ones too, man. They got some good music too that you could jam out to. So definitely to me, rock rules the category of you want to work out, even if you're not a fan, you can definitely get pumped up listening to rock music. I think hip hop is more. You can't listen to any hip hop. You have to be very picky and choosy to what you want to work out to.
What do you mean?
In the sense of, I can't just go to Pandora and be like, yeah, just play me today's hip hop. I'll probably skip a lot of it. Like, no, I don't want to hear this
No,
shit.
that's
I don't want
true.
to hear this shit.
Yeah.
Damn, just
I'm
fucking
picky
play
when it comes
Eminem
to that.
already. It's like, so, it's fucking play me that damn song I want to hear. So, but if I put on a list that I go like, okay, 80s, rock, and Ozzy comes on, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I could jam to this. No, all aboard, turn up, another like badass song.
Crazy Train.
Oh
Yeah, Crazy Train, another good one to rock out to. Yeah,
What
man.
was,
The gym
what was 50 Cent's
in the club.
the one? I think so.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. Go shorty.
Yeah.
It's your birthday. Okay, how much does it suck when you go to the gym and your headphones are dead? Right? It's the worst. And then you go to the car thinking you have an extra pair and you feel like buying a pair. You're like, fuck, I don't want to work out anymore.
You know what the worst part of that is when it's East Coast rap day at the gym. I'm playing that shit over the speakers. I'm like, oh,
all of a sudden
my God,
Wu-Tang
I
comes
forgot
on,
my speaker.
and you're like, I wish Wu-Tang was never forever. It's the most trash rap ever made. Throw in the trash, burn it, donate it to science, and the science is just a place that recycles crap rap. And, man, I hate the Wu-Tang so much.
I'm guessing you don't like the Wu-Tang.
I'll tell you why I don't like Wu-Tang. Okay, in high school, some guy's a big Wu-Tang fan, and I was like, man, Wu-Tang sucks. He's like, look, I tell you what, I'll bring you a bunch of Wu-Tang, and I tell you, you'll like it. Okay, and then he wanted me to recommend something to him because he didn't like West Coast rap. So I gave him like, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, whatever, Snoop Dogg, whatever it was. And he never listened to it. He's just so hardcore into East Coast rap. He just loved East Coast rap. So he comes back like 3 days later. How'd you like it? And I was like, his name is Raekwon, right? Yeah. And Ghostface? I'm kind of naming people off. Yeah. RZA? Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know how the fuck you even listen to that trash. He's like, what? He goes, what the fuck are they even talking about, man? It makes no sense. And I was like, how'd you like the stuff I gave you? That was good, man. I was, oh man, I never heard so-and-so before. This, that. I was like, yeah, it seems like it's not a fair trade. So then my older brother buys, for some reason, Raekwon's new album because it got all hyped up in like the Source magazine. And he brings it home because he bought every rap fucking album there was. And I was like, that's trash. He listens to it and he said, what the fuck is this? He hates East Coast rap. This is garbage. So I go to school, tell the guy, hey, you want this? Oh yeah, let me get that new Raekwon. All right, go to the store, go buy me the new Brother Lynch Hung. Deal. And he shows up the next day with a brand new, and we trade off. And I so ripped him off. I mean, he probably lost brain cells into that Raekwon the Chef garbage ass. Fuck the Wu-Tang.
Was Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang sucks.
Who
shut up, John. We're talking about
there's a line in one of the songs, and I think it's an East Coast rap, where it's cooler than a polar bear's toenails.
Yeah.
Is
Cooler
that
polar bear's
Wu-Tang?
toenail. I think that's Wu-Tang, yeah.
Oh, your hands in the air.
Oh no. That's Outkast.
Okay.
Cast, man.
Yeah, no
That's what I'm
comparison.
looking
That's
for.
probably the
Sorry.
only good East Coast rap.
No, they're not even East
Out of Atlanta.
Coast.
Well, it's on the East Coast.
They're known as South
But
rap.
they're Atlanta. Yeah,
You know what I
Outkast
figured out just now
is
while I'm
good.
looking at my playlist?
Mm-hmm.
Flow Rider is just Florida.
It's
You
Florida.
just figured-
I just figured- I was like-
Yes, now.
I was like,
I was
oh,
today
I
years
wonder-
old when I found out.
I wonder where he's from.
Yeah, it's crazy. He's from Winnipeg.
From Texas.
Flow Rider.
You just
I
figured
thought
that
that
out.
was
huh?
clever. When I heard that, I'm
Low
like,
rider.
That's clever,
Low-
man.
A lot of hit songs.
Low
but
rider.
everything is a sample of something from the 80s.
Yeah, but still good. Still good.
No, he's smart. He took the Puff Daddy tour route. I mean, hey, let's just sample a bunch of shit everybody knows already and make hit songs.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. Matter of fact, you guys know Nelly, of course. Nelly was a huge rap star.
Nelly's good.
Just dropped a country rap album.
second one. Oh, it's
And
a second.
actually pretty
crossover.
good.
His
Yeah.
Collaborations with country stars are pretty good.
Yeah, he's
I
had
know
the-
of two of them.
He did that huge hit song with that Georgia Florida. Georgia Florida line?
Like
Right?
11 years ago.
Florida,
the first
Georgia.
time.
Is it Florida Georgia line, right? Whatever it
Yeah.
is. Huge hit song with them. But he just dropped his country rap album. And I heard it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. Wow.
What's his first one? Was Is It a Dream or something like that? That was his first country crossover.
Yeah.
11
Yeah,
years
but
ago.
he dropped
Just
the
a
whole
Dream.
album. I'm telling you, it's good.
Yeah, it's a dream.
It's not bad. It just came out recently.
Check it out.
Because Carlos loved Nelly. I think Carlos
Yeah, I
was
love
the number
Nelly.
one Saint Lunatics fan I knew.
Yeah.
Name one song from a Saint Lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Nelly basically pulled the Eminem, where Eminem took his friend D12 and made like albums with them, and they became super rich. And he's like, "Okay, friends, I'm gonna."
Oh,
get you
Midwest
guys to-"
Swing was
Midwest
one.
Swing. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
old
I can't
Nelly.
remember.
Wasn't Chingy part of not them, but he was like their friend, right there.
He was in there. Yeah.
Oh, he in Saint Lunatic?
No.
I can't remember. He's just their buddy.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Batter Up was Nelly.
Oh,
Saint
yeah.
Lunatics.
Batter Up was another one they had.
Yeah.
Saint Lunatics. They only had like one album.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. People, get your gym game up. All right. And listen to recommend one song to add people's playlists. Go ahead. Everybody recommend one song. Some that maybe they might not have. You don't
Good
know?
Vibrations, Marky Mark.
Okay. At first I thought you meant the Beach Boys. All right, Carlos. I was like, Good Vibrations. You're going old school.
Numb, Linkin Park.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good
Numb.
one. Numb by Linkin Park. Mine would be Till I Collapse by Eminem. I'm pretty sure
That's a
everyone
good
already
one.
has it on their list, but Till I Collapse by Eminem is like the ultimate workout song. I
You know,
think
my
it
only
slaps.
Eminem playlist was actually just the Eminem Show.
Yeah, a lot of good songs on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ton of good songs on Eminem Show, man. I don't know if it's his best album, but it's a damn good
I think the
one.
Marshall Mathers LP is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's such a good album. Yeah, second album he exploded big time. All right, we'll take one more break. We'll be right back after this on Nerds Talking the Podcast.
Let's get nerdy, everybody. I'm Chris.
And I'm Dave, and together we are the Nerd Byword, your podcast guide through the nerd multiverse.
Our podcast takes deep dives into all sorts of nerdy content. We talk about comic books, video games, movies, TV, and pop culture.
Want to know about the latest nerdy news? We've got you covered.
Want to get recommendations about new or obscure media that will fill your nerdy heart with happiness? You've come to the right place.
And in our Nerd Big Talk segment, we go deep as we take on some of the biggest questions in nerddom. All that and exclusive interviews with heavy hitters in the nerd world.
Join us on the Nerd Byword wherever you get your podcasts and nerdbyword.com. Stay well and stay nerdy.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm with Carlos and Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. And just a quick update. OnlyFans has reversed their take or stance on pornography or nudity on their app/site. So it's back in action, people.
So you're not gonna believe me, but I don't know. Why don't you tell me what happened? Because I'm not on OnlyFans.
Basically, OnlyFans it was meant to be a fan site for anybody can have an OnlyFans. You can have one, I can have one, but it's really meant for people, say like celebrities that say they want to actually charge people to get exclusive content. Could be video of them at home or them live chatting, whatever it is. But then a bunch of basically chicks on Instagram are like, well, I got 10 million followers because I'm hot. I'm gonna go to OnlyFans and charge people to look at me now. And it just turned into porn, basically. So OnlyFans came out and said, no more of that. That's horrible.
So no more nudes, or like
no more,
is there actual porn?
No
on
more,
there?
no more porn or nudity, basically. Well, what happened was everyone that was banking like $10,000 a month, all these basically females were like, what the fuck? You're taking away our livelihood. And they reversed course. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's not fair that we're gonna basically make you lose all this money because single dudes want to look at you for $10 a month.
Yeah, but I also think they saw a loss of revenue because from what I understand, they take 20% from these people.
Yeah,
off the
that's
top.
Huge for them.
That is huge. Absolutely, that's huge.
Yeah, think about that. 20%, because there's some females on there that make $1 million a month. So think about
Damn,
that.
that's Donut King money right there.
Straight up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't call them whores or nothing. But...
yeah. So I mean, I had to. I bought a house and now I have no house no more. So
lose everything. I lose everything.
Believe me.
Yeah, believe me. I'm donut. Did he say Donut King or did he say differently? Some words he would say on there, and I just laughed. So I'm like, what? I love your accent. You're missing letters, buddy.
You know what's funny is I didn't need the subtitles. It was just my childhood growing
I totally
up.
understood that shit.
I totally understood all that shit.
Everything.
You understood it better when he was speaking broken
yeah,
English.
for sure.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the reverse course, and there you go. So if you like OnlyFans for that purpose, well, get that credit card back out because they're back in action. And you know what else has been going up a lot? Bitcoin.
It's rebounded quite nicely.
Yeah, because
Quite
Bitcoin
nicely.
is now an official currency in El Salvador. So
Cool.
It's interesting because when they announced that, the president of El Salvador went onto Twitter to ask people that know about Bitcoin to please contact them to help them figure it out.
What's
You tell me
Bitcoin?
you didn't even ask anybody like in your administration? Hey, Peter, what do you think about Bitcoin? You have, huh? I have Bitcoin. I bought 2 bananas with it. Okay. How do we use it? I really don't understand it. I'll be honest. You should go Twitter, ask friends, ask Americans. They understand it. like what? Like you just ask random people. Like you ask the whole world when you ask Twitter. Anybody?
Peter, what's wrong with my OnlyFans account?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to.
You should have started a subreddit.
Yeah. Oh
What is
man.
Bitcoin?
That's hilarious, man. But yeah, so they and that actually helped it jump up quite a bit when they announced that, because then you might get people that actually have millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin that are probably going to go to El Salvador, even if for vacation purposes. Now they're going to utilize that because it's going to be accepted. So I still find Bitcoin and virtual currency odd because you're going to give real money for fake money, but people will do anything. So hey, we have OnlyFans. We figured that out. So
Now, if only Chile or Brazil will take Dogecoin as a real currency.
Chile, the restaurant, that'd be awesome.
No, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. For Carlos,
Bye-bye.
for Johnny.
See ya.
Hey, Johnny, do it. Say it like you were Uncle Ted.
I can't because I'm smiling right now. Like you really need to be frowning when you talk about looting everything. Believe me.
Yeah. All right. I'm Lafayette. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll see you next time.
A depressed gay man making a podcast in the year of our Lord 2021? Now I've heard everything. Hi, I'm Eric Williams. You may have seen my video series, That's a Gay-Ass Movie, where I explain why iconic movies are gay as hell. Well, I'm expanding the empire, bitch! This is That's a Gay-Ass Podcast, where I ask LGBTQ friends and comedians, whose fault is it that you're gay? Like who do we blame? And from time to time, I'll have a straight ally on and find out, why are you so obsessed with us? Personally, I blame my gayness on Dolores Van Cartier in Sister Act 2, and my dad exclusively playing original Broadway cast recordings on the way to Hebrew school. Every week I'm joined by an incredible guest, and we get into it. All of it. I mean pop culture, coming out, dating, sex. Now some guests include Ashley Gavin, Zach Noe Towers, Tommy Doe, Lisa Traeger, Louis Peitzman, Jared Goldstein, and some insanely special guests you will not believe we landed. Let's just say the dick pics are working. Tell your friends, like, review, and subscribe, and buckle the brunch up. This is That's a Gay-Ass Podcast.